Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 96. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Johnny Kelly.
If you want to help the channel out, you can smash that like button and share. It's always good to share. Sharing is caring, after all. And you can share this on your social medias, on your Facebooks, your Twitters, your Mastodons.
Beautiful.
All that kind of stuff. And obviously, if you want timely reminders of when we put this content like this up, you can press the subscribe button, which is just below and over to that side there, and hit the bell notification as well so that you get timely reminders of when we post up some new content. Jody?
Yes?
How are you?
You're not supposed to say my name's Sloan Kelly.
We just did that. Mm-hmm. We just did that, but yeah.
Good.
And then I launched straight into the like.
You did it
subscribe
too fast.
thing.
I did.
That's it. We're
did because I went like that. My name's Joe. Yeah, you're right.
That's right. Yeah. What have you been watching this week?
Blood and Fluid. There you go. There's a title for the podcast. No, probably not.
I'm writing it down.
We have been mostly watching quite a lot of movies this week, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Netflix big new movie this week was the new SpongeBob movie.
Oh, right, okay.
Came out, so I was like to Danny, SpongeBob's out, cinema night, you know. So we watched that, which was great. It'd be great to be SpongeBob for a day, I think. You know, he's got no worries, he's got like, you know, a happy-go-lucky attitude.
Mm-hmm.
He's got friends. He doesn't care what folk think about him.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So Donald Trump.
Great not to have that. Right. And then we moved on to Spider-Verse is on Netflix now as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
cool.
Even though
That's
we've seen it quite a number of times, oh God, brilliant. Seen it a number of times, but we watched it again on the projector, so it was it really showed the projector off actually, because it's so colourful and varied. Obviously, with the animation styles were like, you know, and the SpongeBob movie is so colourful. I was like, this projector's really good.
Yeah.
And Netflix is always good through it. Prime isn't as good as Netflix through the projector.
No, it isn't. And
the sound isn't as good either.
And I'll tell you another thing as well. So I've got the projector set up down there, and I've got one of those receivers and the 5.1 stereo and all that kind of stuff. Not only is it not good, some of the movies, I've got it in Dolby noise reduction, something or other. Some of the movies that you play on Prime, it doesn't like it, and it doesn't play any sound until you put it to stereo.
It's odd, isn't it?
Yeah, really weird.
I don't know why, but Netflix is vastly better.
Yeah.
Because we watched.
I've never had a problem with Disney Plus either as well through there.
Do you know the only reason I realised that was because after we watched those two movies, Danny went through to the living room and we watched the last Truth Seekers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost thing.
Yeah.
And that's when I noticed it, because we'd flipped from Netflix to Prime, and so that's a good segue into the fact I finished Truth Seekers.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really enjoyable.
It's a fun little show.
Series. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's creating mysteries and creating nice setting up another series.
I think so. I hope so as well.
I like
the cast were great.
Movies. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, really enjoyed that, and we kind of got through it quite quickly because it's only half-hour show.
I have to and I hope if she's listening she doesn't take offense to this, but I don't think Kelly Macdonald's a great actress that much.
You know, I think she is a great actress, but I think because we're Scottish, it's her accent. I think her accent is
but
it
the thing
sounds
is,
like she's in a school play.
maybe. I mean, maybe that's the case, but it's not. It doesn't detract from it. I think she's great. Like I love seeing her in things. Because like the bees, I can't remember the thing is called. Hated in the, no, not Hated in the Nation. Is it Hated in the Nation? The Black Mirror one.
The
bees one.
It was the bees one.
That is Hated in the Nation. That's a great episode. She does a fantastic job in it. Like everything she's in, she's great in. She's great as Merida. She's great in
So she was
Boardwalk Empire. She's great in all these things. Fargo, she's great in that as well.
If you think she's not good in stuff, you want to watch her in Fargo.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But it's not.
But she's not Scottish in Fargo.
Yeah, but it's not the fact that she's not a good actress. It's just that I don't know. She's not as good as everybody else, or it's that kind of American thing.
I think she stands out a little bit.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Mm-hmm. But it's not. She's not a good actress.
It's like Billy Connolly. Billy Connolly's not a good actor, but it's great seeing him act in a show.
He is.
He's all right. I watched him. He was the bad guy in Columbo.
He's not great, but he's good. Was he?
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, he played.
Your box set you're working through.
Yeah.
This $1,000 box set.
He played a conductor called Finlay Crawford.
Oh, brilliant! That was for everyone in the know.
Yeah, exactly.
Stand up, and that was one of his routines.
Yeah,
Finlay,
have you seen Farquhar?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's with Crawford.
Crawford.
Who are these first name people?
Using second names for first names.
Yes, I would never.
It's got even worse now. I know of someone that has
on
named
this very podcast.
Adasha.
A what?
And do you know how Adasha? And do you know how they spell their name?
No. Something. Floor there. Sorry.
A-A.
And the authorities allowed this?
Seriously,
I would never get by in Iceland. Adasha. Wow, that's almost as bad as the crazy scramble letters that Elon Musk and his wife. I can't remember her name.
It's well, I don't know what her actual name is, but it's Grimes.
That's it, Grammy. Yeah,
Grimes. Yeah.
They're
good, by the way. I like them. I didn't realise she was Grimes, though. I thought it was a band and she was like the hired singer. I didn't realise she was the masterpiece, the megamind. Yeah, I didn't realise that. No.
Okay.
There you
go.
Cool. We watched. You'll be upset at this because I know you don't like it because you're a misogynist.
What an accusation in this day and age.
Right, wait till I tell you.
I'll be sending an email to Jody at superbellybros.com.
See if you disagree with me then.
All right, go for it.
Ghostbusters, the 2016 one.
I think it's a terrible movie, and I don't think it's not because of them. My criticism is at Paul Feig. You had all that talent, and that's what you came up with. It's an awful movie.
That isn't. It's an
awful movie.
I liked it.
It's an awful movie, and it's got nothing to do with the cast. The cast are like, for a start, like okay, Kate McKinnon is starting to grate on me. I'll give you that. Kristen Wiig is amazing in everything she does. Melissa McCarthy, for all people give her a lot of flack about the, you know what I'm going to do to you, like that's her entire comedy routine. That's funny though. Mm-hmm. And Leslie Jones, quite frankly, is a national treasure. The woman's amazing. But you go from that stellar cast to just these.
I liked it, man. I still like it. I
watched it a number of times. Jokes. It's like, come on, you can do better than this.
I watched
Chris Hemsworth is good in it, though.
Chris Hemsworth is brilliant in it. He's really funny in it. And I've watched it a few times, and it's I've never come away from it going, that was a piece of crap. I enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. Anyway, I think we still must be going through a kind of bit of a Halloween phase because we're still watching kind of creepy things. I did want to watch the original Ghostbusters, but
You get shouted down because it's 37 years old.
No, because it's not on Netflix, and you have to pay for it on Prime. We ended up actually paying for that one on Sky.
I wouldn't have paid for it.
So it's like the $4.99 for digital copy.
Pick any other movie, like the spy movie that she's got out with, that Melissa McCarthy's got out with. No, Jason Statham. Hilarious, great movie.
I see that.
Even Tammy's pretty good. It's a bit of a down movie, but it's pretty good. Bridesmaids. Brilliant movie.
Really good.
Just Ghostbusters. Like I don't know. It's like remaking Goonies for me. It's like, why? Just do something different.
See, when we were watching it, I said, I wonder if they'll remake Gremlins.
And sure enough, I think
that's
they
got
are.
to be a prime, for being remade. Surely
they're rebooting Shrek with apparently most of the cast, the original cast.
Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's an odd one.
So I don't know how that's going to work because Cameron Diaz is retired.
Is she?
Yes. So
she got her millionaire husband.
Maybe they can. I think she's a millionaire herself, Jodie.
True.
Wow.
My bad.
And I'm the misogynist. Wow.
Oh no. I've been found out.
I think we should title this episode #MeToo. Good grief.
More like good grief.
Good grief, yeah. Good grief. Well, that ties in with the Charlie Brown Halloween episode.
Yeah, it does. We watched Carrying On with Halloween, which we've not quite got out our system.
I'm not filming it with that. Is Sid James in that one?
Carry On Screaming?
Carry On Halloween?
No, it's Carry On Screaming.
I know it's because you said Carry On Halloween. It's okay. Sorry. It's not as funny as you have to explain the joke, much like they had to do in Ghostbusters.
I told you I was a bit slow today. Although I watched back the podcast, oh my god, my screen's frozen at a really opportune moment when I was wiping my nose there.
It's not frozen here.
Does it not?
No.
It's frozen here. Don't know why.
No.
Yeah, we've still not got Halloween out our system, so we watched Paranorman, which is a Laika Studios movie. I love that style. This style, Missing Link, Kubo and the Two Strings.
It's like a stop motion animation type.
Yeah. Coraline, they did.
Mm-hmm. I think those are actually stop motion. They're not. It's not like Lego Movie where it was all CGI. These are actually.
Oh, it's proper stop motion, yeah.
Dolls.
But they do have After Effects though. Yeah. I'm sure they must do because there's lots of kind of
smoke and stuff.
Really, yeah, and fire and
brimstone, treacle.
The lighting, the way that the kind of pinnacle scene at the end, all the way the lighting is and stuff like that. So, pretty funky.
Cool.
It's kind of upsetting me that I can't see this moving.
Oh, it's not like it's just frozen for you completely.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's fine here.
Okay. The TV wise, a little show called The Mandalorian, episode 2, which we'll be doing. Which we've obviously every Thursday we will be doing our live watch along, which is nice because it's.
In fact, it's called the Mandalorian Mando for Show.
That's right. So it's quite good actually having it on the Thursday, so you can watch along with us on the Thursday. Obviously, watch it prior to that, and then watch it with us on the Thursday, and then the new episodes comes out on the Friday. So it's worked on quite well. It's almost as if we meant it like that.
Yes, and it's also was quite annoying because apparently there was some miscommunication last week because I said I was asked when is your podcast on, At least that's what I thought it was being asked, but it was, when is the Mandalorian on? And I said, Thursday. So when I went back upstairs after doing Mando for Show, everybody was like, so when we watch the Mandalorian, I'm like, tomorrow when it comes out.
Dear.
And then it was a big kerfuffle.
Oh, upsetting. Especially
words were spoken, often in anger,
Swearing.
never in jest. Not me.
Plates thrown.
Yes.
With food in them.
Yes.
Did it turn into a pie fight?
Yes.
A bun fight?
Yes.
Squishy cream?
No.
Home party?
Yes.
This is like, you remember, have you seen AI?
No.
That's hopeless. AI, right?
I've told you and James before, much to your rolling of the eyes into the back of the socket, I'm not a huge Stanley Kubrick fan.
Anyway, right?
He's the father of science fiction.
It's the bit when when the robot boy, they finally settled on him and like, we want him to be our child kind of thing. They have to do this sequence, and I think she has to press a button inside at the top of his roof of his mouth, and then she says, "Squishy cream."
What?
Puppies. She says all these random words, and then he goes, "Hello, mummy, I love you," or something like that.
Oh, so it was like some weird password input thing.
Yeah. It's just when I was saying random phone party.
Oh, right, okay. So it was like holding down the select button and the play button on your Amazon remote so that you can reboot the thing.
It's like when you're pairing a Joy-Con to a
you gotta hold the buttons on both devices.
Yeah, it'd be much more interesting if you did that, wouldn't it? Instead of pressing a button, Squishy cream, phone party, Burger King.
You forget. Oh, but you have to it's just all corporate stuff.
Five random things, instead of pressing a button. It's much more interesting.
Fievel goes west.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
Fievel search for Curly's gold. I might be getting two movies mixed up.
I think you might be. So Mando was. I don't know if you can see that because my camera's not working. I got the smallest.
Oh, you can see it. I'll zoom you in.
Smallest action figure I've ever bought in my life for my little mini collection.
Can you tilt it down just a little bit? Oh, that's worse. Tilt it up a wee bit. Oh yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Yeah. So I got that little figure. It's the smallest figure I've ever bought.
Oh.
It's got a little frog.
So that's sorry to interrupt. That's the Black Series one. So that's going to fit with the 3 3/4 inch figures then.
Well, it looks a little tiny for that. Oh, the 3 3/4 inch. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
It'd have to be bigger for the other one. It doesn't have a number on it. Normally have a number.
Okay.
Looks like it came free with a
I guess
conflicts or something.
I also watched The Mandalorian and did not enjoy sequences within it because I don't like spiders.
Spoilers. We're not supposed to say spoilers first instead of spoilers after.
I don't care. Spoilers.
I'll tell you what, that is actually, I thought that was one of the most intense pieces of television I've seen for a long time.
I did get there was kind of flashes of.
I actually thought there was a moment where I thought he's not going to get out of this.
There was flashes as well of Alien as well.
Completely.
Yeah. I really didn't like that. Apparently, that's not the first deep cut. That's not the first time those creatures have ever appeared in Star Wars in a show. They were first in Rebels, which is another Dave Filoni thing, and he was in the episode as well. He played the TIE fighter, the X-wing pilot.
Second time he's got a name, that X-wing pilot now.
Yeah,
I can tell you his name.
And also the other guy was Captain, some of the other guy from Kim's Convenience.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But I know a couple of Canadian podcasters that were gushing over that fact that I didn't know about.
I know we'll talk about this when we get to next Thursday when we do Mando for show, but the bit where they ask for his transponder and they go, hold on a minute, switch to channel 2, and then the X-wing, the foils go whoop.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that was so funny.
So Trapper Wolf is the name of Dave Filoni's X-wing character. There you go.
Cool.
I don't know what the name of the other.
Who was it? Trapper John in MASH?
Oh yeah. Good point.
So yeah, I watched The Mandalorian as well. We watched the entire season of season 18 of Family Guy this week as well.
Oh really?
It's still a funny show. I know people
show.
don't like it, but it's hilarious.
That's funny.
It's not afraid of the long pause.
No.
And I appreciate that. That hanging Chad, if you like, of comedy. I think it's hilarious. I want to talk about Long Way Up a little bit. So I've been watching Long Way Up. As you know, finished Long Way Down, Long Way Round last week. And so now I've only got the Long Way Up to keep me warm at night. And I have to admit, I've been on the Harley Davidson website.
I knew it. Hey, listen, it was only a matter of time before you worked your way up from jackets to motorbikes.
First of all, I was looking at the Belstaff website.
Just walking about in the gear first. About a motorbike.
Pretending I'm one of the guys.
And
I'm like, oh yeah, Harley Davidson, and now I'm like, So I was looking at there's an entry level one for beginners, and it's it's a 500cc. That's the entry level 500cc because I think it's 50cc is the learner one in the UK.
I'll tell you the guy you need to speak to about the Harley Davidsons.
Who's that? Harley Davidson?
Our friend James.
Oh yeah? Did he have one?
His dad has got one, and he frequently, I think he rides on it.
Oh really?
Yep.
Well, James, if you're listening, yeah, it's like $6,000 for a brand new one, and I'm like, well, for $6,000 for a brand new one,
really? Is that all?
Yeah, that's what I was like as well.
Can't be right.
Harley Davidson Canada. I'll share it on screen.
Bike?
No, I'll show you the bike. I'll show you. I'll show you the bike.
Show me the bike. That's Show Me the Bike, the musical.
Application window. Share. Here we go. This is obviously there's a guy on there with Harley Davidson.
Here we go.
Bikes. Street. Oh no, that's the one I wanted there. Damn it. So this is it here. This is the. There you go. 6,999. Well, $7,000 for a 500cc. There you go.
That's smart.
So, but I'm like, well, if that's $7,000 for a brand new one, how much is it for a second-hand one?
It looks as if you could do a lot of wheelies in that, though. It looks a bit back heavy.
You can get it in
all motorbikes do.
Yeah, you get it in black. You can get it in kind of charcoaly type color. You can get it in vivid black, which has got the painted petrol cap there.
Scroll it down a bit so we can see the handlebars.
I can give it lolly like that.
That's pretty smart.
It's quite nice.
Ooh, I like it. You can give
it
those. Where would you ride that?
Plenty of places. Let me put it this way: we went out for a drive today, and it was just bikes everywhere, just motorcycles everywhere. But they've all got the big. By the way, there's bigger ones than that, and they're like you know those big touring ones. They're like $15,000.
What?
Yeah.
I thought the entry level would be about $15,000.
I know. Well, actually, when you go to Honda, they're slightly more expensive, and Indian is slightly more expensive from that. But not that I've done any research this week. But
what about Ducati?
Oh no, God, that's crazy money. Oh, KTM. No, anyway. But yeah, I was on the Harley website, and I'm like when you get into the Livewire one, the one that they go getting back to Long Way Up. So they have these electric ones, which are the prototypes of the Livewire, which is electric bikes, and they're like 37 grand.
Yeah, they're electric bikes. Yeah.
So it's the first one of the electric ones, but that's 37 grand. So I mean, I don't really.
How did they charge those bikes when they were out in the desert and places like that?
They made sure that they had enough juice to get them to the next town over, and so there'd always be someone in there that had like a 110 supply, so they could like plug in the 110 supply. If they didn't, there was a diesel truck that they could call, and it would turn up. So,
because imagine, they're not. There's kind of few and far between in towns and cities as well, Well,
the trucks.
You know where you're going.
The company that made the trucks for them, the electric trucks, a company called Rivian, who recently partnered with Amazon to do electric delivery vehicles, which is they're a massive investor in Rivian. They put up a whole bunch of chargers up and down the length of the Pan American Highway, which is where they were going.
Okay.
So it's a great advert for them.
Show. I keep forgetting about it. So good. I don't have iTunes, but
just get Apple for $5 a month, and then get rid of it once you've watched everything. Just blast through it. Like the next.
You don't need an Apple product to watch it.
No, I don't think so. No. I mean, I have an Apple product, but I'm watching it on a Fire TV.
All right. Okay.
You can watch it on the web as well.
I don't think it's available in Sky or Skybox or anything like that.
I wouldn't have thought, no.
Maybe there's an app that I can get to do it through that. Maybe.
But anyway, the next one is out next week, and it's the last one. So I'm gutted.
At that point, that's where you need to buy the motorbike. Then.
Well, I can't at that point because winter is truly upon us. At that point,
this could be the most expensive show you've ever watched.
It might well be. It honestly might well be. I keep looking at this and everything. I'm going like, just go.
I'm trying to think if I've watched anything that has made me go, oh God, I need to buy that.
Well, The Mandalorian.
Well, I only bought that, but
it's slightly smaller than a bike.
Slightly. Think of anything.
The thing is, so they have next week is November 13th, and every Friday the 13th, there's a whole bunch of bikers go from Toronto down to Port Dover, and it's like this charity bike run they all do, and there's thousands of them, like every Friday 13th, and I think this next one might be the last week. So maybe
you'll be joining them. Do you know what would be good, Sloan, if we both get motorbikes, right?
Yeah.
And I came over from Canada and we biked it to
somewhere.
New York.
Actually, do you know what would be nice? New York would be nice as well. But if we stayed in Canada, went across and went to the Atlantic coast, and then we could say we've both stood on the Atlantic coast on both sides of the Atlantic.
Oh.
We grew up in
right across from east to west.
Well, we go from
a hell of a journey.
Where we are here in Niagara Falls to the east coast, not east to west. Geez, no, that'd be a nightmare. Holy crap, that would be a long journey. I mean, the where I am to Nova Scotia is going to take 20 hours or something to do.
Full disclaimer here as well: I cannot go a bike.
Yeah, can I?
Yet.
Not yet, anyway.
I watched the first two of the Ian McGregor, Charlie Boorman. Well, I've not watched this new one. But I loved those. I absolutely ate them up.
Yeah. It's like every travelogue show. Well, it's not like every travelogue show, but it's like Michael Palin doing the pole to pole or 80 Days Around the World or whatever it is. It's just nice seeing people getting up and about and doing stuff.
You know
Like,
how they've been kind of, you know how they've been a bit creative TV wise, in inverted commas, because of COVID. Well, Michael Palin's done it's like a review of his own shows that he did. You know, Around the
Okay.
World in 80 Days, Pole to Pole, North to no, it's Pole to Pole. Anyway, all the shows that he did, and they've been great. It's just him kind of. Some of it's like almost like a kind of director's commentary on it's like a self-contained episode. One episode's about Around the World in 80 Days. One's about the Sahara. That was one he did as well.
Yeah.
Brilliant shows. What a nice man. I love those. Love them.
Yeah,
nice
and
reminder of
Michael
all
Palin
that,
is the nicest python, as John Cleese has often said.
Aye.
I think what I might do is to keep me over the winter, so to speak, before I start taking bike lessons in the spring, is maybe watch some of Charlie Berman's solo stuff that he did with
he did some
David
solo stuff.
Alexini and the other guy, Russ.
They were good as well.
Yeah,
I watched some of them.
Because I really like Charlie as well. It's not just I'm not just
too.
watching Ian McGregor's there.
I think we could be friends with them, Sloan. You know, the
Good.
4 of us could go somewhere. Yeah. You know, Ewan, if you're watching, Charlie,
let's make it happen.
Come on.
That could be your next show, is taking 2 novices out on
exactly
on one of these journeys.
That'd be cool. Like that.
I'll have to shed the coat. Alexa never said a word. Oh no, I said something to her. By the way, I discovered that Alexa has a whisper mode.
Really?
Alexa, what's the weather like?
Right now in Niagara Falls, it's 14 degrees Celsius with clear skies. Throughout the night, you can expect more of the same, with a low of 8 degrees.
Isn't that terrifying?
How did you figure that out?
So
I was terrifying. I
was coming up the stairs and I turned off all the lights and I thought it was kind of spooky, and so I whispered, and then she whispered back, and I flew up the stairs so fast. It was the most terrifying thing I'd ever heard.
Oh my god!
And talking of terrifying, I actually watched a horror movie.
Whoa, well, okay, right. The last time you said that to me, it was Haunted Mansion.
Yes, that's true. It was Haunted Mansion.
What was it this time?
It was based on an old 70s TV show. Well played, sir. Well played. No, thanks. It wasn't Casper. Fantasy Island.
That a horror film?
Yeah, Blumhouse.
Was it?
Yeah.
Right.
Michael
they're always
Pena.
Good. I think they're really good. Blumhouse.
Blumhouse is great. I like the Purge. I might actually go back and watch Invisible Man because I missed that. Now that I've got really a bit. I've got to show my roughy tufty biker. Anyway, I'm now going to go back and watch these horror movies. So I watched Fantasy Island.
Your biker friends, you'll be like, yeah, I've watched Haunted Mansion, Casper. You know, I'm a tough guy.
Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters.
I even watched the latest one. Oh, that's a bit much.
Cool.
Anyway, so it's Michael Pena, Jin Yang from Silicon Valley. Who else is in it? The blonde woman from Mr. Robot. His name. Okay, she's in it. She plays a character called Sloane. Anyway,
with an E.
No. Oh no, she is. Sloane Madison. Anyway, it's great. So they go to this island and they have all the fantasies, but the fantasies have got a little kind of twist to them. So it's
enjoyed it.
Good. Yeah, it was good.
Oh,
it wasn't. It was.
Is it on the Flicks of Net?
No, it is on the Primes of Amazon.
Oh right, okay. The Primes of Amazon.
So we needed something a little bit, because obviously Sam's like, watch something less scary, despite the fact she's the one that wanted to watch it in the first place. So then we watched a bit of a blast from the past from 2004, I think it is. Austin Powers in Goldmember. Faja!
Love it. Love those films.
It's hilarious.
I know.
Mo.
See, every time those films are on, I will watch. It's like, to me, it's like there's certain movies that I will just sit and watch and take on, like Goodfellas,
Oh yeah, Goodfellas is we're watching this now.
Inception. There's movies that just draw me in, and Austin Powers movies do that completely. Love them.
I remember Casey Neistat, who's a big YouTube star for those of you who don't know, he always has the Godfather on repeat in his studio, so you can just sort of look over and see a scene from Godfather. And I'm like, I would do that with Goodfellas if I was him.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's a better movie. Like, it's a better shot movie. Like every frame's a picture. That phrase.
I'm not a Godfather fan, really.
Yeah. It's okay. Godfather Part 2 is a better movie, but
I was actually saying to Evelyn, do you think we should let Danny watch Austin Powers? Do you think he would like it? And she's like, no, it's too rude.
Yeah,
It's too rude.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's like a PG-13, but I think it's. In fact, no, was it a 15? I think the first one.
Was it?
I think the first one is a 15. There's a lot of sexual innuendo in it. It's a bit. It's
hundreds. Yeah, but it's
more,
so funny.
More so than the PG James Bond movies.
Liz Hurley's great in it as well.
Yeah,
I think.
Actually, Beyonce was good in it as well in Goldmember.
Oh, she's great. Oh, absolutely. Foxy
Cleopatra. Yeah.
And the blonde girl, Heather Graham.
Heather Graham, yeah, she's in the second one.
She's in the second one. She's great as well. Never happened to her.
I don't know.
She never calls. She never writes.
Right. She's never been on the podcast, despite we've asked her numerous times. We haven't asked her at all.
She's changed.
She has. Ever since she did that comedy, she's never called anyone.
Boogie Nights.
No, Hangover.
She in Hangover?
Yeah. She plays the baby's mum.
I've seen that film. All right, okay.
The one that Stu marries.
The last time I saw her.
I think so, actually. Yeah, I think it was the last time I saw her as well, which was like 2008, maybe.
But she must have been in stuff.
And she's great in Bowfinger as well.
Oh, Bowfinger's so funny, so good. That bit in the bit in the multi-story car park. It's just so funny.
Multi-story car park. I don't remember that.
Yeah, with the dog wearing high heels.
I don't remember that, but the bit I remember is Eddie Murphy.
They're trying to film
the freeway.
They're trying to film him. He doesn't know he's being filmed for this movie.
Yeah, Chubby Rain.
And so they're filming a scene where he's getting followed by a woman in high heels. So they get a dog to put high, and it's like, and then he's like that. Then you see the dog. It's so good. I love that movie. That's when you just wish Steve Martin would do more movies like that.
Yeah.
It's just so bloody funny. So ridiculous. That was a long time ago as well.
That was a long time ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we move on to the news?
A wee wee.
We're going to start off with some. It seems like 2020 just keeps on punching us in the feels. We lost John Sessions and Alex Trebek this week as well.
Yeah.
John Sessions from Largs in Ayrshire. He's an Ayrshire lad. And Alex Trebek, who is, quite frankly, a national treasure in the wonderful country of Canada.
Jeopardy?
Yeah. He's a Jeopardy guy. Like, he just seems this really nice guy.
John Sessions was whose line is it anyway? But he was in Outlander recently as well.
Was he?
He appeared, yeah.
Oh.
But I almost didn't recognise him because he put on so much weight. It was like so bloated, I thought, God,
He's also like, I remember John Sessions as being this kind of like dark haired, dark curly haired guy. And the last time I saw him, he was kind of very very clever. He was kind of like thinner hair, and it was almost white. When I saw him, I was like, holy crap, because I hadn't seen him in years, and I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you get older, I suppose. But I mean, he wasn't that old though. Sessions
61,
though.
I think.
61, yeah, wasn't that old. Trebek was 80,
62.
pancreatic cancer. Ryan Reynolds. I found out from a tweet from Ryan Reynolds. Apparently, Alex Trebek filmed a sequence for Free Guy, and he was saying he was the nicest guy you could ever meet. He said he was gracious to a fault, and not to a point. He was gracious to a fault, and to a point.
And then after that, it wasn't.
Where's my crest sandwich? Got to keep feeding him Budweiser. And just an amazing individual, and just so glad that he was part of his show and that he could take part in it, even despite the fact he was always fighting this illness.
I want to see that Free Guy.
Yeah, Free Guy looks awesome. Talking to Ryan Reynolds, and here's a nice segue. Rob Reynolds, his brother, Ryan Reynolds, and Rob McElroy, the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I wish I was. They're putting a bid in for Wrexham, apparently. Wrexham Football Club. Wrexham.
In England?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you know that Ryan Reynolds is also there was a crowdfunder for Dragon's Lair? Don Bluth Bluth's dead, isn't he?
Is he?
Or is he?
Don Bluth Studios.
Anyway, there was a crowdfunder for an animated Dragon's Lair movie, and the people are pretty angry because it's not an animated movie anymore, and Ryan Reynolds is going to develop it as a live action.
Oh, is he? Is he going to be Dirk Daring?
Yeah, I can see that. Can you?
Oh yeah, same shape of face and everything. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
And on a link to that, I got myself it's not arrived yet. Replicade mini arcade version of Dragon's Lair.
Really?
Yeah.
How are they doing that? Oh, I guess it'd be like an SD card.
It's about 12 inches high, something like that. Maybe more.
So it just plays like full motion video. And then
I don't know how to do it, but yeah, it'll just be like it. But it's got like a wee mini laser disc at the back and stuff. It's got stickers.
It's ready.
It's got.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be in frame, just let you know. Podcasting.
Yeah. So that's going to be coming. That'll be my.
Did you say he was ready? Okay.
Sloan's got to go for his dinner now.
Here you go for my dinner now.
He's been summoned.
I've been summoned.
What way to end the podcast?
I know.
I need to go for my dinner. Sorry.
Right, well, there go. Yeah. That was the only thing I had for stories this week. Anyway, there wasn't a lot that really happened, other than the fact that one group is trying to cancel Amber Heard and the other group is trying to cancel Johnny Depp. So they're both going to cancel each other out. Is that how it's going to work?
I wonder how that story is going to pan out, because it's kind of.
Know.
Well, I know for a fact he's out of Fantastic Beasts, but who cares?
Yeah. No. I mean, like you and I were going to go and watch it.
No. Also, obviously, the big news was Biden.
Biden winning, yes, yeah.
Won the.
And congratulations to President-elect Biden. It's it was a hard-fought battle, I think, especially towards the end. There it was touch and go. It still amazes me the fact it's so close in America. Like it was like the spread was like 0.5%. It's
Yeah, and also
Crazy.
it was a massive turnout, and Trump got like the second highest votes ever
Yeah,
for a candidate.
yeah,
You get like 70 million or something,
yeah.
something like that. I'm not sure what the figures were, but
They still
which is
didn't
like
win.
the second highest ever. So he, it wasn't a fluke that he won the first time.
No, it wasn't.
He has got a big backing. It's
Yeah.
like 50-50 almost.
Yeah.
And he is not ready to quit.
No, he's
And
not.
I loved it. There was a guy on and said, "I'd say this to Mr. Trump: it's time to put on your big boy pants now and and accept it." And it's true.
I think
He's just not accepting it at all.
I'm surprised. You know what? I'm not actually that surprised that he's still clinging on to power. But it's like, come on, man! Come on, man! It's me channeling Joe Biden there.
I know.
You're done. That's it. You had your chance. You had your 4 years. There was an election.
Yeah.
He won fair and square.
Mhm.
It's time to give it up now. It's not. I know it
I'm not
sucks.
sur-
I know it
I'm
sucks.
not.
I know you lost, and it's the same thing for all the people who voted for Trump. It sucks.
Mhm.
Losing sucks, but you have to move on. You have to deal with it. It's a form of grieving. There's the 5-step process to it. You'll get through it. Don't worry about it. You'll feel better in a little while. Not right now. I get that, but
Is
you
that
need
your
to
advice?
keep going.
He'd
Yeah.
fire you for saying that, though.
He would fire me for saying that, but I don't care.
He doesn't take advice.
He's not the boss of me.
His way or the highway.
That's right. Anyway,
He needs a wee reset. Shampoo. Home party.
VO5,
Poo in a cup.
Pantene,
Camphor.
Tresemme.
Yeah.
Huge. Everyone said it was the best.
Bigly.
Yeah. Hold me
Oh,
close, Tony Danza.
Mm.
Anyway, on that bombshell of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who is the first South Asian vice president. Okay. The first black vice president, first
Vice President.
female vice president, all in one package. There you go,
I know.
according to CNN. So don't
She's good
shoot
though as
this.
well, isn't she? She's good. She is good.
I think she's too good for Biden, but there you go.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We'll see.
we'll see. I can imagine I think Biden will give up in 4 years. He'll do his one term and let her take the mantle over. I think she'll be the first female president in the United States. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd like to put money in that actually.
Right. Anyway, on that bombshell,
You better
Jody,
go for your dinner.
it's been fantastic, but apparently I've got to go and get my dinner now. Tease it.
Tease it.
Tease it. All right. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to smash that old like button and share, because it really does actually help the channel. I know we keep saying that, but it does actually help the channel. And if you wouldn't mind hitting subscribe, the notification bell. You've also noticed up there as well on the top right hand corner, up that side there's a little Super Kelly Bros. We're on Facebook as well, so if you want to follow us there, that would be fantastic as well. Anyway, we'll catch you guys in the next time. Thank you all for watching.
Thanks everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.